Hello there, everyone. My name is Oversoul. This is Oversoul Gaming, and guess who's back with me? You can't see him this time. We weren't able to record a video in person like usual because of reasons, but I have him here online with me. Go ahead and say hello, Ryan.
Don't tell me what to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blue-haired menace has returned once again to torment us with puns.
It's a unique form of punishment.
We're gonna be playing some. We're gonna be playing some God Eater Resurrection online. This is the PS4 and Vita remake of the PSP game. It's got a little HD upscaling. All right, game session accepting, and looks like we're good. Okay, now I can start. Yes. Yeah, you're probably like way ahead of me in it, but I've made some progress enough to be able
I
to
actually
do this.
I purposely held off on playing further.
Oh, okay. Where
So
where are you?
I'm a couple missions further than you, but I'm still only in the second difficulty ranking.
Oh, okay. Not too bad then. Is that you? Yeah, that's you.
Hey, you have like the same hair as me.
Yeah, kind of.
Just
No,
about.
yours is just a slightly different style, and mine is a more royal shade of blue.
That looked dumb.
Just like tapping smartphones together. Huh,
Oh, that's cool.
What?
Avatars can join you on missions, so we could like.
Oh.
It looks like from now on, when I'm playing on my own, I can actually have your character join mine.
Huh. That's cool. I did not notice that before. Let's see what I have
Yeah.
for missions. Since I'm hosting the game, I guess it's based on mine. Yeah, we can do story missions together.
Yeah, I figured we would be able to. Monster Hunter is the same way.
Yeah, this is definitely a Monster Hunter style game.
Mm-hmm.
The backup member system is now available. Non-combat members. Oh yeah. That's right. Okay, I know what that is. Huh. I can actually. Okay, that's kind of cool.
There we go.
Do you need to update your loadout first?
Let me see what we're doing in Congo. That'll be easy.
Simple enough then. Oh, so how was that concert?
Now I'm wondering if this scales the difficulty at all, since we have two actual people playing.
Oh yeah.
Because I know
that's
some
a good
games are
question.
like that and some aren't. So if it's not, then this thing is going to die really, really quick.
Right.
Mission start. Well, mission start whenever you're ready. This failed.
Ah.
Failed it.
Da-da-da-da.
I don't know if I got off. That's not what I expected.
Everybody down.
So you die.
There we go. That's a confirmed execution. You are just the best doctor.
So you die.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Execution.
Well, that thing showed up quick. Oh yeah, you didn't answer me, by the way. How was that concert?
Oh man, that was probably one of the best concerts that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really, that good?
Oh yeah, definitely.
They've been weakened. Strike hard.
Blink 182 and All American Rejects, was it?
Yeah, and A Day to Remember.
Ah. Yeah, that seems to be a thing, is that a lot of bands tend to, or even singular artists tend to sound better on studio recordings than they do live, and when they can pull off sounding good live, it's like a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the way that recording has evolved, you can do so many things. You don't even have to know how to play your instruments anymore. There's a video of this guy being handed a guitar that's never played any instrument in his life, and they had him record just a couple random strums and stuff like that, and then they were able to take it and mix it, and it sounds exactly like something that somebody that's playing guitar for like 20 years was able to do.
Oh, nice.
It's actually a pretty cool video.
Does it feel like they scaled the difficulty?
No, not at all.
Okay. And how's my sister doing? What's she doing while you're doing this? Just watching?
She's currently just, sitting on her computer.
Reloading. Alpha 1, heal. Heal now.
Hey, that freaking hurt. Reloading. Reloading.
It doesn't surprise me at all. One of her favorite pastimes is nothing. So...
Yeah, she's pretty good at nothing.
Okay, I thought I might actually die.
You know you're gonna have to get her Kingdom Hearts 2.8 for Christmas, right?
Yeah, I know. We were already kind of talking about that.
That monster is trying to break off from combat. What's gotten into it?
Hey, Joe! Hey! Damn it.
Now, she's got the Play Dream Drop Distance before because she borrowed it from me, but the other two things on there are completely new, so...
Yeah, I still need to beat the other one that I was playing at your place.
Yeah, that would be the first one.
Well, I mean like the entire thing.
Right, yeah.
With
Got a
both
little
the
ways
games
to
are
go.
up. Yeah, I know.
Another one. Bombs prepared. Another job well done.
It's just that you said you don't use your PS3 much anymore, so it kind of complicates things.
Jump in the shower.
Yeah, I wish. I don't know. I gave it to my dad, so it's kind of one of those things I don't want to like keep grabbing it out of the other room and bringing it back in and
It's okay.
Yeah.
hooking it up. And I don't like sitting out there and gaming because I normally have to wait until they go to bed. And lately my schedule has been basically the same as theirs. So
Makes sense.
no point in gaming until 2 in the morning if I have to be up at 5:30.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, supports...
Alright, it's my turn now.
I've been pretty good about getting like A or higher ranks in this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the best that you could do is SSS plus.
Oh, nice. I think I did get an SSS on one. But which one now eludes me? It's a bit different, this, from some of the other stuff that we've played together and recorded, considering that those were like retro indies and such with local multiplayer.
Yeah, definitely is different, but it's really nice to be able to have somebody to play these kind of games with, because a lot of people
Right.
don't seem to understand how fun these can actually be if you have other people, especially if they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I see monster and I have weapon and I use weapon on monster is about the gist of it, so.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you have a perfect idea of what you're doing.
The lady behind the desk tells me to go stab the bad things, and I do. That's pretty much all yeah.
I mean, you know, like we touched on, this is kind of like a Monster Hunter clone in a way. And that's one big difference between this and Monster Hunter is this. You can get away with running up, slashing, you know, attacking, not really knowing exactly what you're doing. Whereas Monster Hunter, you know, is a lot more. You kind of have to watch and learn patterns, and then kind of go in, get a couple hits, don't get greedy, and back off. Because you'll pay for it a lot more in Monster Hunter than you will in this game.
There are a lot of Monster Hunter games on the 3DS, I've noticed.
Oh yeah, the newest one, Generations, that just came out is phenomenal. It's definitely the best Monster Hunter game that's come out, in my opinion.
By the way, I got tired of waiting for hearts in Pokemon Shuffle. So to help slate my hunger for the Pokemon Match 3 game thing in between waiting on them in Shuffle, I went ahead and bought Pokemon Battle Trozy or whatever it is, which is kind of more or less the same thing, although it has some differences.
Is it any good?
It's alright. It doesn't have you, like, actually catch them in the same way and then, like, build a team off of it. You kind of, like, as long as you can manage to defeat it, you kind of collect them as you go, and, like, each world you go to has a possibility of different ones appearing. So, like, each one I've gone through now, I've gotten, like, 3 out of the 5 possible. And some of them are more rare than others, so they don't appear as often.
Good mission, everyone. We'll follow your lead, Captain.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Hey there, buddy.
Go down! Go down!
That one's got eyes like a sniper. Push it from there.
You know, from what I've seen for from the trailers, that game coming out for the Xbox One, Scalebound, seems like it's basically kind of a Monster Hunter with dragons type of deal. It does look
I haven't
like a
seen
thing
anything
where
about that.
I would look it up if I were you, because if you like this kind of thing, then it looks like something you would enjoy. Scalebound is supposed to be an Xbox One exclusive, but it looks like a kind of multiplayer take down giant monsters type of deal. Matter of fact, the E3 gameplay had them taking down a giant crab monster. And
That sounds exactly like Monster Hunter, then.
it was ridiculous. Like, the expansive... It's like Monster Hunter on crack, because the extensive amount of detail the game went into, and, like, the huge... Like, the scale of the battles themselves, using, like, the whole environment and everything, it was ridiculous. Like, the only thing I could think is... It's using every piece of power that Xbox has to give to be able to do that. Which isn't a lot to begin with, so it's part of why I was so impressed. Like, this game is pretty nice looking, but it's also, at the same time, you can tell that it's a remastered PSP game.
Yeah, I mean, Rage Burst, the second one that just came out with the release of this one, definitely looks like they updated a lot of stuff with it just to make it, you know, flow better. I've refused to play it just because I know I haven't beaten this one in its entirety yet, and it's a direct continuation. So I feel like I'd be doing myself a huge injustice to start playing that right away.
Do they let you import your character between the games? If they're gonna do it that way, that would make sense.
No. Basically, it's a direct continuation, and it happens. The events of Rage Burst take place 3 years after the events in this one, and you play as like a new initiative into a cult.
Okay.
And they have like all new abilities and powers, and you fight all new stuff. And so I know there are continuations between a lot of the story events in this game, so I don't want to like ruin that for myself early by starting the new one.
That makes sense.
Monster's too strong. I thought I could handle it.
Target eliminated. I believe that's the last of them. Wonderful.
Hey, everyone still alive? Guys? Guys?
We're safe and sound. That's all I can ask for. When you go
I'm
home,
prepared.
jump in the shower, and then sleep for days.
This mission was great, right? Seriously, the next one better be a challenge.
You're gonna get some rest when you get back, right?
Yeah, I'm only so far in, so I only know some of the story. I just got past, one of the last cutscenes I watched was when my character and that Coda kid were getting another lecture from the doctor guy, and he was talking to them about the Argus or whatever it is that they're working on, and the old the ghetto outside of the city, and the wall that they built around to keep the monsters out.
Okay.
Yeah. When I heard that part about building a wall to keep monsters out, I was like, that sounds like I just watched Kingsglaive, the Final Fantasy 15 prequel movie, and that's kind of like their kingdom has one of those too, a wall, a magic barrier to keep out monsters and whatnot.
Cool as long as you buy
I just kind of think of Trump.
Hey there, boss.
Yeah.
One sec.
I gotta send you this video. Dylan Funky Hurdles showed it to me. This guy who used to be part of Sanity Not Included on Machinima, Lyle McDouchebag, he does this series on YouTube called It's just called and he has
Some
like,
stuff that's been weighing on the old noggin. What do you think about our mission flow?
he's got Team Fortress characters that talk in like goofy voices and do different skits, and one of the videos is called The Trumpy, and it's about Trump.
I'll definitely have to check that out.
He was like, I didn't build the wall to keep out the them, I built it to keep in the you. It was great. Yeah, you have to see it.
You know what? You really put my mind at ease. Thanks, kid.
So have you noticed that as you beat story missions, you start to unlock extra side missions?
Yep.
Those are definitely going to be important to start doing, because if you take a look at them and you open them up and you hit the rewards button, even if you're fighting the same monster in like 2 different missions, the rewards might be different. So it really helps you if you're trying to upgrade your weapon and you need a certain item. Definitely go through the rewards on each mission and figure out, not only which mission, gives that item, but then which requirements you have to do. Like if you have to beat it with more than 30 endurance, and then you have a 3% chance of getting this item, but then you scroll down and it's like if you break, one part of the monster, then you have a 25% chance of getting that same item. So that way you can go into it knowing, okay, well, I need to break this off in order to get this item, so I'm going to focus more on doing that instead of just kind of playing and hoping. It definitely helps a lot.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I know I was just kind of rambling.
No, yeah, it makes sense.
I wonder if I can... Oh, that's a nice feature. I can...
What?
I can look... I can't pick any of the missions, but I can go through and I can look at the missions and their rewards.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm nowhere near able to do any of the extra missions yet that it has.
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
neither am I.
I think those extra missions were all like DLC on the PSP, but on the PS4 and Vita versions, they just threw it all in.
Probably. I think it's really nice that they have a cross save feature.
Yes, yeah, you can. A lot of games that are on the PS4 and the Vita have that. For example, like, you know, you have Final Fantasy X on the Vita. If you were ever to get it for the PS4, you could just pick up right where you left off.
Oh, that is nice. I didn't know about that.
Yep. Actually, Final Fantasy X is cross-save between PS3, 4, and Vita versions.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I know. I have.
Plus, if you get the PS4 version, Carissa can finish it, and you'll also get 10 too.
Yeah, I really do need to do that. I know. I found the Mighty Number 9 for sale for like $20. I don't know if you know what that is. It's kind of like that
It's
new
Mega Man, basically.
side scroller. I saw it for $20, and it came with the Vita version, which, ironically enough, it isn't out yet. So when I bought it, it came with a full PS4 download, a full Vita download, all of the DLC, and the disc. So I technically could just give the disc away and still have the full game, and then all of the DLC, and then whenever the Vita version comes out, which is supposedly later this year, I get it for free on the Vita as well. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I take it came with like a code to download the Vita version or whatever.
Yep.
Something like that. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to see. Can't. Okay. Ooh, I can. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Alright, I wasn't able to upgrade any of my weapons, but I was able to upgrade my shield. That's always nice.
What kind of shield are you using?
Tower.
Okay. Have you gotten the hang of it? Because the tower is definitely the slowest and hardest to use.
Yeah, I know. It's more or less just a case of hitting R1 and circle at the right time. It's with the timing. In Kingdom Hearts, there's a move called Guard. If you equip it as an ability, you press square at the right time to block attacks with your Keyblade, and doing that a lot has gotten me used to timing my blocks in games.
Okay.
I probably don't use it as much as I should, and the same goes for in Kingdom Hearts. I never used it as much as I should either, but I know how.
One Ogre Tail and 2 Cocoon Maidens. Alright. Should be easy enough.
Yeah, this one's a story mission, it appears.
I have a little special nickname for the Ogre Tail, actually. Kind of just refer to it as my ex.
I've killed a lot of Ogre Tails already. They're like cannon fodder enemies. They have a lot of them out.
Is coming in crystal clear. All right, let's give some support. What do you say?
I don't know if you know it or if you do it a lot, but one of my favorite things to do as I'm kind of running around right away in the beginning of the mission is just press the options button to pull up the map, and then just, holding R1 to keep running, and, nothing gets disrupted, and it's really, really easy to figure out what enemy is where, because the Cocoon Maidens will stay in place.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to find a certain enemy to kill first, that makes it really, really easy instead of just hoping on your map that it'll pop up somewhere.
Right. Except now that our shit's jammed, so...
It's over here.
Whatever, I have a sword. Who needs this. I am just really...
My character reminded me that they have a sword, but it's actually a scythe. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
you have a
I
scythe
really
too.
like playing with the scythe.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It originally actually wasn't in the Vita version, or I mean not the Vita, the PSP version when it was God Eater Burst.
Really?
Yeah, that's a brand new weapon to this remake.
I think calling it Resurrection is kind of cool because it's like, because it is a re-release.
Mm.
It's a little bit more creative than just calling it remastered like most people do.
Yeah.
Or definitive edition, which just sounds arrogant, even if it is true.
Wow, that was far easier.
Definitive edition is more just like an adjective of what it is. So like, hey, this is the best version of this game. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I hope I was helpful. Was I helpful?
No, Hibari, you weren't helpful. Shut up and go do your job.
Which is basically just standing behind a desk looking like a female person.
Looking like a female person, not being a female person, just looking like one.
Yeah, well, you never know with anime people.
Are you assuming her gender?
Nah, it's actually pretty easy to tell with the females. It's the males that you can't tell sometimes.
I've learned a lot, and I don't mind showing off.
Yeah, we just got an SSS. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we took care of that pretty quickly. I don't think I've ever spent more than a full 10 minutes on a mission so far.
Yeah, it'll definitely happen. Once you start to get a little bit...
The one that did kind of give me a little bit of run for my money was the one story mission. You go out with Coda on the story mission and you have to fight that one frog-looking thing. Because when he starts getting pissed off, he starts doing that spinning move where he like spins around and hits and runs into you. Takes off a bunch of health.
Mm-hmm. So weird to watch. We definitely, I don't know if it like automatically would do it, but before we end up calling it a day, we definitely should exchange trainer cards one more time, just to make sure that like when we play on solo that we have like the most updated version of each other's, info and words and stuff.
Just trying to see how long it takes you to realize that you called them trainer cards.
No, I caught that right away. I was just gonna leave it be. But
by the way, did you notice that you just clip right through the NPCs?
yeah.
I'm gonna camouflage myself here with this guy. We are now one. We have become Siamese twins.
Oh well, that's probably not the best one to pick.
Oh shit. Okay.
I wish I could sit down. Like, it really sucks that I have to always be on my feet. I must have some really good shoes, though.
Talking to this guy over here just reminds me that you haven't had a chance to finish Soma yet.
Yeah, I know. It sounded like I had a really, like, UP accent there for a second.
Well, remember that I did upload your save file to the cloud just in case you ever decide to just buy it for yourself or whatever. It's there. You'll be able to pick up where you left off. You're not that far from the end either.
Also in the news today,
yeah, I feel like it might be better for me to finish it with you so you can see my reaction in case I have another one of those reactions that you cracked up at.
Yeah, the teleporting guy is good for that.
I had the two jumps right back to back. And just kept running right towards him.
And when you finish it, you can finally see the music video that Dylan and I made.
I'm hearing great things about you from the other God Eaters. You're
Because you're like the only one that hasn't got to see that yet, just because we were waiting for you to finish the game.
You gotta try not
Yeah.
to push too hard, okay? You're so talented, and that's great. But in the past, God Eaters die young.
The cutscene I'm watching right now obviously has my character in it, and
Ours once again, I
as the
see.
chick's talking to him, she's just like, "You're so talented and great," and the camera pans over, and my guy's just standing there, deadpan expression with his shades on, like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Bitch, I might be.
Switch hit.
Yeah, they-
Commando roll. Show us what a new type.
it's just with the shades on in every cutscene, he just looks like someone who doesn't give a shit.
Anything else?
Huh? Yeah. Don't die out there.
You're just like, you guys are lucky I'm even here killing these things.
Emotional as always, boss. So charismatic.
One thing that really confuses me about this is they talk about how all of the best people die young and stuff like that. And it's like, well,
Like that
have you
Eric
heard of this
guy?
thing called armor?
Yeah.
Because, like, look at what Sakuya is wearing. Like,
What's up?
nothing.
Bitch, please, my hoodie's made out of titanium. Very flexible titanium.
Lindo, this might be a good
It's a special microfiber titanium polyester something or another, whatever. Superheroes use it. It's whatever Captain America puts in his underwear.
Nailed it. Nailed
I mean, at least I'm not wearing hockey pads.
There you go. Bastard. This monster's pretty sluggish. Whatever, I have a sword. Bullets. It can get mean if you get on his face.
They just keep giving us the same monster.
Where is to clinical? Move in from both sides and hit the body with everything you got.
So be careful when you piss it off. These things
Yeah, mission-based games like this, where you kind of basically keep going to the same areas, doing the same shit over and over, are definitely better with other people.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, especially once it starts to get to be farther in the game and it's just like, I have no idea how to do this on my own.
Yeah, well, even outside of recording this video, I'll be more than willing to play through the rest of the game with you. You know, whenever we can
Sounds
both
good
find
to
the
me.
time.
My schedule will be a little bit more freed up over the next little bit because both of my bands are taking a bit of a break from, you know, playing shows. So,
Every step counts. Every wound brings us closer.
Alpha 2, you're in danger. Please disengage and grab some cover. That monster's trying to break off from combat. What's gotten into it?
So you've got the Rick and Morty's Fall, and what's the other one?
it technically hasn't been announced yet,
Oh,
but
okay.
I am currently the still
That's
in
not to say
bassist.
anything that you're not able to say yet.
Well, I mean, I'm able to say it.
Okay.
I've been the fill-in bassist for a punk rock band called Satiri. I did the thing, and they have recently asked me to become a permanent member, which I have agreed to, and I'm really, really excited about that.
Well, one door one door closes, another opens, and so on.
Yeah, I still can't really believe everything that happened with my other band, Archiver, but, you know, whatever.
An origami bond has been shattered. Keep going. Now, strike it.
Like you said, things happen for a reason, so.
Right.
Alpha 2, I order you to fall back in the I order you.
Good, I'm fine. Didn't need that.
The bands are going on a little bit of a break, but once they get back into it, you're gonna be quite the busy person.
Break off from combat.
I mean, I have been for a while, so it won't be anything that I'm not too familiar with.
Yeah, but if you're just going from a stand-in to a full join, then you'd technically be part of two bands.
I mean, the way
Which
that I
is-
was looking at it was I was a part of 3, so.
Yeah, there you go. Which is something that even like famous artists have been known to do.
Mhm.
Another mission well done. Chopper's on the way. Come on home and we'll get you patched up.
And that takes care of that. So you learn anything new?
Let's see if we can run across the map in 25 seconds and kill these other two. Probably can't do it, but
Swing the God Arc around.
Yeah, why is it giving us a countdown already if there's still a red mission indicator on the map?
oh, those aren't mission indicators. Those are just showing us that those are where monsters are.
Oh, okay. I was looking at it like fucking Final Fantasy X, where you follow the red flashing arrow to get to the thing.
Nah.
Oh well. Yeah, that's one of the only other things that annoys me about this kind of game is that it doesn't let you choose when you want to go back. But
Got it. I'll get started right away.
not a huge deal.
But
I got a message in my mailbox from someone called Canon Diaba in the game. Canon Diba, and the subject is Dear Mom. I'm thinking this NPC sent their email to the wrong person.
I've been known to do that many times.
Yeah, the message says, I made plans to finally go home, but I got out pretty late because of training, so I missed dinner. I'm sorry if you started making it already. I half expect to get a follow-up email later like, oh shit, sorry, wrong person.
New phone, who dis?
Yeah.
I actually, a good friend of mine.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry. You
I was
reminded
just
me
gonna
of something
say,
funny.
A good friend of mine was texting, and he thought that he was texting a flirtatious message about staring into someone's blue eyes to his girl, and he ended up sending it to my boss. And my boss did not let him live it down for a good couple days. It was really, really entertaining.
That's great. I was just thinking, I started playing this pixelated indie horror game called Claire. It just hit the PlayStation Store recently. And it is, it's pretty good. It kind of reminds me of Distraint, but anyways, there's one part where I was on an elevator and she gets a phone call and it's just like silence and then the phone clicks back off. And I got a trophy for answering the phone while on the elevator. And the trophy was called, But Who Was the Phone? And as soon as I saw the title of the trophy, I just started cracking up.
Oh, that is great.
Mission start. Well, mission start whenever you're ready.
Cool, there's two things over here, right around the corner, as if it's going to surprise us.
It's almost like they have a mind of their own. I mean, they are made up of, like, millions and millions of individual organisms trying to kill each other. So,
That is very true.
what a miserable existence.
I don't know, that sounds pretty much like normal life. Are you saying that that's not how you live?
I mean...
Because one of us is doing this life thing wrong, man.
By the way, how far are you in Final Fantasy X?
Not very. I haven't played it in a while.
I'd say, like, you know, without giving any huge story bits, what would be the last, like, what's the last area you remember being in? Have you been to Luca yet?
Last thing that I remember, like I said, it's been a while since I've played it, but I was going through, some sort of, like, maze where I had to keep switching out stones and stuff like that.
Was it the
Fairly
first
close
time?
to
That was the first time in one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, then you're just in the first temple. That's like, I want to say maybe 3 hours in. That's still the beginning area of the game.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, you haven't even built your party yet.
Primary target terminated. Brilliant.
Here we go, right over.
though. You're about to, though. As soon as you get out of Besaid, you'll actually start your adventure. And they'll teach you... It'll start teaching you about how different characters have different advantages against different monsters. Like how, Tidus Tidus is better at hitting fast creatures like wolves and stuff. Waka is better at hitting like birds and flying enemies, and Lulu is better at attacking magic enemies because she's a black mage. So each character has a different role in battle in the beginning. And then as you play, they'll start, and they level up on the sphere grid, they start learning new abilities, and they can become useful for more than their basic roles.
Mm-hmm.
They can start doing things that each other can do and stuff, but in the beginning, they're all basically only good for one thing each.
And that's nothing. Obviously, since, you know, I'm the one that's playing, my character's the only one that matters.
Uh-huh.
Never such thing as a useful NPC. Let's be real now.
You all go get some R&R.
Donald.
I will say... Yeah. I will say, though, that when it comes to Final Fantasy games, though, with the exception of 13, pretty much every Final Fantasy game has you... Well, with the exception of 13 and the MMOs and kind of 12. But for the most part, the Final Fantasy games all the way up to 10 usually have the main character, the main protagonist, is the one you control on the map. But in battle, you actually control every character.
Mm-hmm.
So, you actually get to choose each character's attacks and whatnot and all that. So, let's just do this one more time because why not? It looks like some stupid Yu-Gi-Oh move.
I'm gonna start shaking hands like this. Just walk up to someone, hold out my wrist, and like.
Yeah, there you go.
I just need to figure out how to get the flash to go, like as I whip my arm back.
You gotta get like a watch or something that lights up and do that. It'd be cool.
Ooh, we have an urgent mission available now.
Or just carry some flash powder. Ooh, urgent mission. Well, I guess we'll have to get into that then. So anyways, to the audience, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Oversoul. This is Oversoul Gaming. You've been fantastic, and thank you to Ryanbow Dash for joining me. Check out his band, A Mumbling Frog. There's a link in the description down below. And, like always, I will catch you possibly on another day, definitely at another time, and likely in another video. Okay, goodbye.
Adios.
Hello there, everyone. Oversoul here. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you again to Ryanbow Dash for joining me once again. Hey, did you all know that Ryanbow Dash is in a band? Yeah, they do like metal or something. I don't know, it's whatever that sound is that you get when Cookie Monster and a Rottweiler are having rough sex. But whatever that is, that's what they do. Anyways, so he's in one of those bands, and they're called A Mummy's Fro, or no wait, A Menacing Fog, no hold on, A Martyr's Fall, there we go, and you can check them out in the links in the description down below. Bye-bye.